Yo, 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 yo. I hope everything is working. I hope that I'm live. Guys, look, I know I haven't been here in a little second, and I told you guys I was gonna come back with this video. And here it goes, man. You guys been wondering, I hope you know how I've been making my money from Bitcoin. And I want to go ahead and give it to you guys. But first and foremost, man, make sure you guys go ahead and give me a follow, bro, on Instagram. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to go ahead and contact me. If you guys want to know more about what it is that I do and get a free course, free class, definitely click here inside the link in my bio and be able to get that free class. But yeah, just go shoot me a follow, man. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Also, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. All right, subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that way I can continue to make sure that I'm bringing you guys some great content. I know it's not the best of quality because all it is just me going over some information, but I'd love for you guys to make sure that you're commenting, you're liking, you're subscribing to the channel. I appreciate the support. Anything helps, right? So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's talk about the scalper, right? The swipe coin scalper. I have about an hour to be able to show you guys this, and I'm going to delete all of this stuff right here because none of this stuff really matters. This is something I was doing earlier with my team, okay? But the BYOB strategy, guys, I don't think I can give you guys the indicators on this actual session. If you guys want the indicators, just go ahead and hit me up on Instagram. Like a few pictures or whatever, hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a text, and I'll be able to, give you guys the whole rundown or whatever. But first and foremost, okay, when we're talking about your TPs and your stop losses, I want you guys to know for KOT, it's a 25 pip TP. If you set your stop loss to 40 pips, it's going to be a 40 pip stop loss, right? And for Hugo's way, if I were to do the same thing, if I was setting it to 25 TP, that would be 250 pips TP for Hugo's way, 400 pip stop loss for Hugo's way, just to let you guys know, right? So, outside of that, now let's go ahead and get into the tangibles and everything. Okay, so the very first thing, if we're looking for a buy, guys, all right, if we're looking for a buy, okay, we're looking for a pinch first. That's the step that I look for. Very first thing, I'm looking for when I'm looking to get into a buy. So what does a pinch look like, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle the pinches. I'm going to circle some pinches for you guys so that way you can see what those things look like. Like I said earlier today, I was actually running a training, so that's why I have some of these things already marked up. But here's a pinch right here. Here is a pinch right here. Here is sort of like a little mountain, sort of a little pinch or whatever. There's a pinch here. There's a pinch there. Here's a mountain here. Here's another mountain here. Here's a pinch here. You'll start to realize what these things are, right? So pinches are literally those sharp, pointy movements right there. And that's what we're looking for in the market. We're looking for a pinch. Okay, we're looking for a pinch, right? So the next thing that we're looking for, guys, when we're looking at these pinches, is we're looking for a arrow, right? We're looking for an arrow. So the arrow is going to be located in between the pinch, right? So when I zoom in, okay, I zoom in right here, I'm going to notice now there's an arrow that's located right here. Okay. And, I could change the color of the arrow, to blue, whatever the case may be, right? But I'll just keep it green for the sake of the training. Okay. But all we're doing, guys, is looking for a green arrow. Once we find that green arrow, now the next thing that we're doing is, we're looking for a flat bottom Hakanachi candle. Okay, so these are Hakanachi candles. These aren't your regular candles. Hakanachi shows you momentum. So that's what you want to be looking for. That's why we have them on Hakanachi. So that way we can see the momentum of Bitcoin because it's a very volatile pair. Right. So after we find the flat bottom, okay, let's show you guys a flat bottom real quick. Flat bottom candle. Boom. Here's the flat bottom candle. Right. So if you guys notice the blue outline of the candle, that is the body of the candle, and the lime green are the wicks. Okay. So we're looking for a flat bottom candle. And then right after that, guys, the next steps, if you guys notice the next steps, it says second flat bottom candle, right? You need the second candle to be a flat bottom candle. So the candle that's following right after the first candle, guys, the candle that's following right after the first candle is what we're looking for, a flat bottom candle. Okay. So once we have that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that as a green because that's going to be a go. All right. And what's happening is, guys, before we actually decide to go ahead and hop into this trade, guys, we have this timer right here. All right. If you guys notice this timer over here, okay, there's a timer right here. And this timer is just, is just letting you know when the next, when the next candle is forming. Right. So basically, what I teach my students is this. Okay. When you're looking at this candle, this candle timer or whatever, right? When we're looking to get into that second candle, okay, there's going to be a timer of 15 minutes. All right. We want to go ahead and decide to hop into that candle when it hits about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, when it hits about 10 to 12 minutes, that's when we know, okay, cool, it's a confirmation for us to go ahead and get in because we want to wait a little bit and be patient to, at the very least, let the candles, form itself out, right? So once you get that, 10-minute, 12-minute mark, then you go ahead and you want to enter into the trade. Okay. All right. But before you go ahead and enter into the trade, you need one last thing, guys. You need one last thing on this list, and that is to make sure that your stochastic now down at the bottom, your blue line is over the red. Okay. So with your blue line being over the red, this is letting you know that the buyers are in control, right? The buyers are in control. So if you guys look closely now, the blue is over the red, so that lets us know that the buyers are in control. And with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and take this trade. Okay, and I may be moving kind of fast. I just want this video to be, very short. I know people don't like to watch long videos, and I want to make sure this video is very short. At the very least, you guys can just go back, rewind, click it, whatever the case may be, right? So, boom, we have that blue over the red. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here to this little measuring tool. All right, I'm gonna click the long position. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it where I entered into the trade. All right, and what you guys are going to notice is when you click on the the little tool, is you're going to notice that these numbers pop up. Okay, what I'm going to do is for all my advanced traders, double click this. You want to go to coordinates and you want to make sure that your entry is the same entry on your MetaTrader 4. Okay, you want to make sure this entry is the same entry on your MetaTrader 4. All right, and what I like to do for when I'm getting into the buys, guys, is that I like to move my stop loss to my last low. So if you guys pay attention now, my last low was this candle right here. Okay, my last low is this candle right here. Right, so my stop loss is going to be located right here. Okay, this is where I'm going to put my stop loss. So that's where I'm going to, pretty much drop my, my red box to that point right there. Okay, which is about, 663 pips. Okay, 63 pips, but it looks like 636. Okay, so if you have, like, once again, if you goes away to 636 pips. If you have KOT, it's only 63 pips. Okay, and because it's a scalper now, all right, I'm going to make my TP 20 pips. All right, 20 to 25 pips. Okay, so guys, how you use this is pretty much like this. Once the candles are out of this green area, that lets you know that you have smashed your target. Okay, once the candles is out of this green box, all right, once the candles is out of this green box, guys, that lets you know that you have smashed your target. So as you guys can see, we have definitely smashed our target of 20 pips. Once we made our 20 pips, we're good for the day. Okay, but there's going to be multiple positions for you to be able to get into throughout the day. Like, there's a position here, there's a position here, there's, a position here, guys. There's a position, over here. There's a position over here, right? And with the scalper, you have to understand these candles are forming every 15 minutes. But that's pretty much all you need. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the sell really quick, right? Let's talk about the sell. What are we looking for the sell? Okay. And we're going to get you guys out of here because this is, it's very simple, right? So boom. All right, very first thing, guys, just like the buy, we're looking for the pinch, right? So for sell now, okay, so number one, we're looking for the pinch. Oh, I'm selling pinch right, I don't know. All right, but then the second thing now, we need a red arrow pointing down, okay? You need a red arrow pointing down, of course, because it's going for a sell. And then you need a flat top candle, all right? And then after that, you need second flat top candle, okay? And then, after that, of course, you want to go ahead, you want to make sure that the red line is above the blue. Red line above blue, and then of course your TP 200 pips, um, stop loss last high. Okay, so I'll make this white background red so you guys can know this is actually going for a sell. So boom. First things first, guys, we have the pinch right here. We have the red arrows located right here. I'm gonna zoom in so that way you guys can see it. Boom, the red arrow is right there, right? So now, we come over, we make sure that we have a flat top candle. We do. The second flat top candle, we do. All right, and then we need to make sure that the red line is above make sure that the red line is above the blue, and it absolutely is, guys. So as you guys can see, the red line is above the blue. Okay, and with that being said, now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get my short measuring tool, and I'm going to place where I entered into the trade. Let's say I entered right there. Make sure that my entry coordinates is right. All right, and I'm going to place this down to 200. All right, aka 20 pips or whatever. And then I'll make sure I put this at my last high. So my previous high was here. So that's where I'm going to place my stop loss. And of course, that's about 60 pips or so, 600 pips or so. Right. But as you guys can see, we actually smashed our target. Okay, so as long as as long as you're scalping, guys, you know what I'm saying, you're good to go. And the reason why you want to place that stop loss at your last high is, as you guys can see right here now, if you guys are paying attention, if you guys know something, there is a little bit of a retracement, right? There's a little bit of a retracement because we had our stop loss located here. If somebody if they had their TP open, they could have rolled this bad boy all the way down here. Why? Because this EMA is going to be like our woo wop bam line. This is what I like to call it, woo wop bam. So if we see this happen, if we see these candles break below this woo wop bam line right here, this golden line, lets us know that it's going to be selling for a while. All right, let's go ahead and back test this really quick. I want to make sure that you guys see what's going on. Okay, as you guys can see, boom, it broke the gold line. So even for a buy, if it break the gold line, it sold for it bought for quite some time. Same thing right here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to buy for quite some time. Um, one thing about the stochastic, guys, is that I don't want to get caught in this position right here of consolidation. I want to make sure that I'm able to see moves like my lines are parallel. So either parallel moving up or parallel moving down. Nothing usually, in these little crossroads right here. So if you're looking at this situation and you're saying the red is over blue, you're not, that's not where you want to be, guys. You want to be sort of in this pink area right here when you decide to make the decision to go ahead and hop into the trade. And what you're going to notice is this blue line is always going to be leading. The blue line is always going to be leading. So whether, the red is on top, is always going to be leading. Okay, so the blue line is pointing down, the red line follows, you're good to go. Okay, the blue line pointed up and the red line is following, you're good to go. All right, but you want parallel movement. Okay, you don't want to be stuck in these consolidation areas. All right, you don't want to be stuck in these consolidation areas. And I can guarantee you won't, guys, because what's happening is you're going to start to see these pinches. Okay, you're going to start to see these pinches. Right, you're going to see these pinches happen. Okay, and when you guys see these pinches happen, this is also letting you know. All right, with the super trend, it's letting you know this is a perfect place for you to be able to enter. But what we're doing is we're being patient and we're making sure that, okay, cool, the next candle, we're going to wait about 2 to 3 minutes before we actually hop in, and then we're going to go ahead and take the trade. Right. So with that being said, guys, that is everything. That is all the steps. That's everything that you guys need to know. If you want the actual, if you want the actual setup of how I have my stochastics and how I have my go ahead and hit me. But I definitely look forward to speaking with you guys, especially if you're looking to learn how to invest. This strategy right here is great. It's a great strategy, and it's made me quite a lot of money. It's made a lot of people quite a lot of money too. So if you never know, if it's your first time ever seeing this video, if you guys didn't know, we're able to trade off of the fluctuations of Bitcoin. So, that's the beautiful thing about being in this business. So Bitcoin has went to, all-time high of 61K, as you guys can see right here. And what we're predicting Bitcoin to do over this next weekend, what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do is I'm expecting Bitcoin to uh uh go up to about, 60K, maybe come back down, and then it's going to need a major push that it needs to be able to go to about 60K this weekend, right? This weekend. So, I'm looking forward to seeing this, Bitcoin reach an all-time new high. This is history, like repeating itself all over again. So, with that being said, guys, I'm looking forward to speaking with you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know.